engine expires. Okay, cold wet 35 car Lucky Dog. McMurray heads to the garage, and now the setup for the one and only green-white checkered attempt. Okay, there was only one green-white checkered attempt at Talladega. This decision was made by officials prior to Sunday's race, and we spoke about it on the program. For safety purposes, okay, that's what they're saying. Okay, Greg Biffle comes in the pit, lap 189. So there goes his lead, and then at lap 190 would be the first green-white checkered attempt. And then as the cars now, here's the part that's confusing. I don't want to say confusing, but the thing that people, okay, you got the restart zone, which has been in the news lately. Okay, so the pace car comes in, they get to the restart zone, they start in the gas. Now, what happened was that there was a wreck, a little one, nothing too crazy. The 48 and the 42. Okay, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Larson. The 48 actually got pushed by the 78. And the 48 and the 42 go into the grass. So they bring out the caution. And so, now remember, with only one green-white checkered, if a caution were to come out, then the race would end under caution. Okay, which it did. But, so, you had that little wreck, so they brought out the caution again. And then NASCAR determined that it wasn't a green-white checkered because it wasn't officially green flag racing, because that incident happened as they were crossing over the restart area. They have not yet crossed the start-finish line. So therefore, NASCAR says that they were not in green flag racing. So therefore, that is not a green-white checkered attempt. So they crossed the line. Okay. And then question number 3 would be lap 191. Actually, that would be the question number 3. That would be, okay, the 48 and the 42 going into the grass. And then question number 4. Lap 194 going into the 195. Okay, green, white, checker. Green going into 193. White flag will come out lap 194, and they cross off at lap 194. Something like that. So if they crash during the green flag, then they would do another green white checkered. Okay, but they already did the green white checkered. So now this time the question comes out again for question number 4, or the 4th time the flag comes out, and this was the big wreck. Everybody saw Denny Hamlin's car go on fire, and the 4 got into the 6. And that started a chain reaction. And everybody saw the video, okay? You got the 4 in the middle and the 6 coming around the outside, and the 4 into the side, right into the left corner, right behind the left rear tire, into the 6 car, and then that started a big reaction. And in fact, some of the drivers thought that maybe Kevin Harvick might have done it on purpose, because he was running in 30th at the time, so he might have done it. But it turned out that it wasn't so. According to the officials, they actually studied it and said that, you know, they're not charging Harvick with anything. But, you know, a lot of the other drivers, they thought that maybe he might have tapped the 6 car on purpose to bring out that final checkered. So the final caution. So caution comes out, then the yellow and white flag comes out, followed by the yellow and the checkered flag. And that was followed by cheers and boos. In fact, they were throwing debris and beer bottles at Joey Logano on Victory Lane. And a lot of Dale Earnhardt Jr. fans thought that if you saw that race, they were so close. The 88 and 22 was so close. It took 15 minutes for NASCAR to make the official ruling of who won that race. And as soon as the announcement came out that it was Joey Logano, that pretty much, did it for the fans. And that if Dale Jr. would have won, he would have gotten into the chase, because Dale Jr. was one of the cutters. And so there you go. And then, of course, the other big news is that Joey Logano swept the contender round. So there you go. And there's still blood blowing between Matt Kenseth and Joey Logano as well from 2 weeks ago. So very interesting indeed. But that was enough drama for you. And then in the midst of all that, there was the U.S. Grand Prix, which was racing the same time. So flip back and forth a little bit to watch both, but I would say that the excitement was at Talladega. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on this weekend with this weekend's racing schedule. Alright, so this weekend, upcoming weekend, the Halloween weekend on Saturday, and also don't forget November 1st, set your clocks back 1 hour, so the hour that they stole from us back in the spring, we get it back on Sunday, so everyone gets an extra hour of sleep, which is nice. This weekend, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series and Sprint Cup heads for a short track showdown at Martinsville Speedway, also known as the Paperclip. Boy, and there hasn't been any Dukes flying yet. If there's any Dukes going to be flying, and this is just me taking a guess, okay, it'll probably be on Sunday, okay? Martinsville Speedway, the Paperclip, located at 340 Speedway Boulevard, Ridgeway, Virginia. 24148, capacity is 55,000, and the surface is asphalt and concrete. Number of turns is 4, and the bankings at the corners is 12 degrees. The straight, it's 0. And that's a cool track at Martinsville. Lap record is 18.746 seconds. Greg Sachs, 1986, NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. NASCAR Xfinity Series racing returns on Saturday, November 7th at Texas for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Challenge. So now, ladies and gentlemen, RP proudly presents the racing schedule. Saturday, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series racing, Saturday, October 31st at 1:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox Sports 1 and MRN, and it's the Kroger 200. 200 laps scheduled. Then on Sunday, sprint action begins, the round of 8, the Eliminator Round, week 1 of the Eliminator Round, week number 7 of the chase, Sunday, November 1st at 1:15 p.m. Eastern, NBCSN and MRN, and that's the Goodies Headache Relief Shot 500. And that is with 500 laps scheduled. So, good stuff. Now, one of the news events this week, NASCAR came out with the schedule for 2016 already. Times are still to be announced, but they have a list of tracks, actually. I'll have that for you another date. Actually, it's still by the printer. One of the big changes is that the summer race at Daytona, last year was on July 5th. The summer race at Daytona has been moved to Saturday evening. So this summer coming up will be a Saturday night race at Daytona, which I think is a good move. And then they also put 3 off days for Sprint Cup racing on for the 2016 season. So there will be no Sprint Cup action on March 27th, June 19th, and August 14th of 2016. Alright, so let's take a quick pause, and then we'll go over the driver standings, the new list of chases, the top 8, and all that good stuff. We got some little bit of NASCAR news for you as well. So stick around, RP continues. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get to it. Here's the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series driver standings, top 8. The Chasers. Now, all the points are reset now to 4,000 points. So the top 8 now have 4,000 points, okay? And here is the breakdown. First place, Joey Logano, the 22 car. Second place, Carl Edwards in the 19. Jeff Gordon sits in third place, driving the 24. Fourth place, Kurt Busch in the 41. Fifth place, Bart Keselowski, the number 2. Sixth place, Martin Truex Jr., driving the 78. Seventh place, Kevin Harvick in the number 4. And then eighth place, Kyle Busch. And he's sitting in the 18 car. The non-chasers from 9 through 25, 9 through 15th place in order is Denny Hamlin, Ryan Newman, Matt Kenseth, Dale Jr., 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Those are the 4 that got cut. 14th place, Jay McMurray. 15th place, Paul Menard. 16th through 20th place, Clint Boyer, Eric Almirola, Casey Kane, Greg Biffle, and Kyle Larson. And then 21st to 25th place, Austin Dillon, Casey Mears, Danica Patrick, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and AJ Allmendinger. Manufacturer standings for NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. First place is Chevrolet, 1,401 points. Toyota's in second place, 1,349. And third place is Ford with 1,342. NASCAR Xfinity Series drivers standings, top 10 as follows. First place, Chris Buescher, the number 60 car. Second place, Chase Elliott, the number 9. Third place, Reagan Smith, the number 7. Fourth place, Ty Dillon, the number 3. Fourth place, Darrell Wallace Jr. in the 6 machine. Sixth place, Elliott Sadler, driving the number 1 car. Daniel Suarez in the 18 car. He sits in the 7th. Brendan Golan in 8th place, driving the 62. 9th place, Brian Scott, driving the number 2. 10th place, Ryan Reed, driving the number 16 car. Chris Buescher with 1,093 points. Chase Elliott, 1,066. Regan Smith, 1,060. Ty Dillon, 1,057. Darrell Wallace Jr., 976. Elliott Sadler, 974. Daniel Suarez with 962. Brendan Golan, 927. Brian Scott, 922. And Ryan Reed with 821. 11th to 15th place in order, Jeremy Clements, Ryan Siege, J.J. Ely, Dakota Armstrong, and Ross Chastain. 16th to 20th, David Stark, Blake Koch, Landon Castle, Cam Conley, and Eric McClure. And then 21st to 25th in order, Joey Gase, Brendan Poole, Ryan Blaney, Harrison Rhodes, and Derek Cope. Manufacturer standings for the Xfinity Series as follows. First place, Chevrolet. Second place is Ford. Third place, Toyota. And fourth place is Dodge. Now for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Alright, so we had a truck race this weekend. We got another one coming up on Saturday. First place, okay, so that Camping World Truck Series driver standings top 10 as follows. First place, Eric Jones, the number 4 truck. He's with 742 points. Second place, Tyler Reddick in the 19 truck, 724. Matt Crafton sits in third place, driving the 88, 719 points. Johnny Sauda, fourth place, driving the 98, 687 points. Timothy Peters in fifth place, driving the 17 truck, 642 points. Cameron Haley, the 13 truck, 622. Daniel Hemrick, the number 7, in seventh place, driving the 14, 612. John West Townley, 8th place in the 05, 594 points. Ben Kennedy in 9th place, the 11 truck, 565. Spencer Gallagher in 10th place, the 23 truck, 559. 11th to 15th place in order, Ray Black Jr., Tyler Young, John Hunter Nemechek, Mason Mingus, and Corbin Forrester. 16th to 20th place in order, Brandon Jones, Jennifer Jo Cobb, Travis Cavapel, Norm Benning, and Jordan Anderson. 21st to 25th, Matt Tift, Justin Boston, Austin Terriot, Cole Custer, and Justin Jennings. And the manufacturer standings for NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. First place, Toyota, 859 points. Second place, Chevrolet, 808. Third place is Ford, 783. And Ram in fourth place with 26. Right, so we'll take a quick break, go over a little NASCAR news, and then we'll go over the schedule one more time. It's the final stretch segment next.